Hello, welcome. Have you been to our gym before? No? Oh, awesome. I'm excited to have you. Have you been climbing at all before? Okay. So are you gonna need any gear? No? Got your own. Okay. Okay, before we get started, I do want to make sure you read through this waiver and then sign, and then we can go from there, okay? Alright, so just take this. Okay, great. Signed and dated. Very good. Okay, so we actually like to be extra careful here. So I will inspect your gear first and make sure there's no wear, tear, or anything that might put you in any danger. So if you can get me out your harnesses, your carabiners, and your ATCs. Okay, great. Okay, thank you. Okay, so what I'm looking for is just any wear and tear on the waist belt. Not really looking too closely at the gear loops. You guys are just going to be top roping today? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm not too concerned about the gear loops. But definitely the waist belt, your buckle here. Tie-in loops look good. And the belay loop looks good. Okay, what about the leg loops? Leg loops look good. Let me check the other one. Just looking to make sure I don't feel any tears or irregularities. Don't see anything. Everything feels good. Okay, so that's one. And your other harness. Okay, thank you. Alright. So same thing. Just want to inspect. Face belt looks good. Okay. Tie-in loops. Looks good. And the belay loop, no fraying. Alright, nothing to be alarmed about so far. Yep, leg loop looks good. Okay. Okay. Both harnesses are in great condition, so that's good. Alright. And now your carabiner and your blade device. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so first, just want to make sure everything works as we'd expect. Just inspect your carabiner. Yeah, looks good. I don't see any nicks or excessive wear. Good. And it does open and close as expected. expected as is required. Okay, and the belay device. Just making sure nothing sounds different. Yep, sounds good, sturdy. Nothing looks like it needs any replacing. Or, the whole thing would need replacing, but you know what I mean. Okay, so looks good. All of your gear. You guys will both use this. Okay. All right. And did you bring your own rope? I know you said you're top roping, but okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. We can take a look at your rope in case you guys decide you do want to do some lead climbing today. Okay. Good. Yeah, you will have to take the test for that as well, but we'll just do the belay test first, and then if you guys decide that you do want to lead climb, then just come back over to my desk and we'll get you set up, okay? Great. Okay, so now for the belay test, can you guys go ahead and put your harnesses on? Okay. Okay. Alright, so harnesses are on. Everything looks good. Now do you want me to run through it? Okay, yeah, so just for the checks, we want to make sure that you can fit a hand into the leg loop. Okay, leg loops are snug but not too tight and not too loose. So you should be able to fit a hand in between your leg loop and your leg. Okay, very good. Alright, and for the waist belt, it should be up above your hips. Again, snug, not too tight, not too loose. Okay, and what's the one thing we need to make sure to check for on the waist belt? Double backed. Okay, yeah, so just for our demonstration here, so we need this buckle here for it to go in and double this buckle here, okay? And it looks like you both have that, so that's good. Okay, now as for your, let's see, okay, yeah, we can go ahead and actually start with your belay test, okay? So, let me grab some rope here and we can just got some rope here. Just give it a little bit of slack. Alright. So, with belaying, just a reminder here, you're going to take your carabiner with your ATC, or if you have a gree, but you guys are using the ATC. I'm going to clip that in to the belay loop, like so. Okay, and that's what it's going to look like. We need to get our rope into the ATC, right? Okay, so let's do that. Now, do you remember which way we need the rope in the ATC? Okay, so the dead end of the rope, which is kind of the leftover piece, we're going to have going downward. So I want to make sure that that is going down, and then the piece that's connected to your climber is going up. Okay, so we're going to take a bite of rope like this. It's a bite, and we're going to push it through here, one of these sides, so just like this. Okay, very good. And we want to clip that in to our ATC and our carabiner. you want the down to be the dead end of the rope, and we want the live end of the rope connected to our climber going up. And the reason for that's right, so we can break, and that just is the sensible way. It's how it works. So we're breaking by pinching it there. Okay, good. All right. So then we're basically clipped in to your harness. Okay. You've got your climber. Got your climber up here. Good. Now what did I forget? Or not forget, but what haven't I done yet? Anything? That's right. Right now, still open. So I want to make sure that that's locked. You gotta hear the clicking sound to make sure it's locked. Good. Okay. So now can you tell me, as you're belaying, what is the acronym that you use to remember the steps? T-bus. That's right. Some people say P-bus, but we do T-bus here. So what does that stand for? Take, break, under, slide. Okay, so when your climber is climbing, put that back in here. So while your climber is climbing, as you take up slack in the rope, you're going to take up the slack, right? That's the take. So you're pulling the kind of dangling part of the rope through the ATC, and then so you're taking it, breaking it. So that's where you're using this break by pinching that here. So take, break, and then under, you're going to grab underneath that dead end with your dominant hand, and then slide your dominant hand up towards that ATC. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take, break, under, slide. Okay? Yeah. Yep, you guys got it. Alright. Now, pop quiz. What do you say before your climber starts climbing? Alright, yeah, that's it. So you as the belayer, you say on belay, or actually the climber will say on belay, and you as the belayer says belay on, and then the climber says climbing, and then you say climb on. Exactly right. Very good. Okay, so it's great on the belay test there. Now, I want to check your climbing. So on the climber side of things, you both have to check each of your gear. So you want to review the figure eight? Okay. So figure eight knot, just going to twist like so, and then take the end of your rope through there, and pull it up. Okay, so we've got this 8, right? Good. Now, for your climber here, you've got your harness on. Okay. So, you're going to go through the tie-in loops, that's right. So that's exactly how the belay loop is hooked in. You're going to be hooked in. And got that here. Now we're just going to trace through the figure eight with this side of the rope. Right? Okay? So, let's see. Just going to trace through. So you follow this rope. So we're matching this here, going around here, and up through there. And back down. Okay, now that's a lovely figure 8, but what's the problem with this? Not enough tail. Yeah, we need at least how many inches? 6 minimum. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead and do it right, just to be extra clear, so there's no confusion. But let's get that figure 8. Alright, so we still have our figure 8. We just gave a lot more on the end there, okay? Very good. Okay, so back to the harness. We're going through, again, through the belay, or the tie-in loops. Okay. Good. You want to get close. We also need a little bit of room here, usually about a handful. Okay. Now again, we're going to follow this figure 8 through, okay? So we're following that through. Alright, tracing what's already there. Good. Alright, much better. So as you can see, we've got our harness here, we've got our figure 8 knot, and enough of a tail to be safe. So, okay, so as you guys approach the wall, you want to check each other. So we're going to count for what? 2, 2, and 2. So 2, 2, and 2, and 2. Now, we want to make sure that those figure 8s are in good shape. Make sure that the layer is incorrectly and locked. Yep, gotta hear the click. Make sure you hear the click. And then you guys are good to go. Any questions? Okay. So yeah, like I said, you guys should be good to go on belaying and top roping, but if you do want to lead climb, then let me know. We'll just need to make sure that you flake out your rope, and I'll check that as well. So, okay, yeah, what that will entail is just I'll basically go through the rope like this, the entire length, and just make sure it is in great condition, and there's no rips or tears or excessive fraying or anything like that. So just go through it and make sure that it's in good condition for you guys to climb on. Okay, awesome. Well, yeah, like I said, let me know if you have any questions, but